Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Soujisakatattv. I'm a gender-fluid cat cybernetic VTuber, and today we're going to be reacting to the brand new epic rap battles of history, which is Napoleon versus Charlemagne. I'm super excited about this, but I do owe you guys an apology first. I'll keep it quick. I know we want to get to the content, but I haven't done one of these in about 9 months, and I apologize. I've had some life stuff come up. I've had some health issues. I'm actually still fighting a couple of health issues and some life stuff, but that's no excuse. I'm trying to get my life straightened out and make sure I keep my priorities straight. I've kind of lost track of some stuff. And one of those things is getting back onto content creation, which I've let lapse. So I'm going to make sure I try to set a schedule and see if I can't do these on a more regular basis like I'm supposed to. So with that being said, there's no better way to get back on the horse than with a brand new rap battle. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you like streams, I don't live stream these reactions, but I do live stream on Twitch all the time. Twitch.tv/soujisakatattv. Literally click on any one of my stream VODs. It's linked in the description. And since you're already here on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment. Let me know who you think won. Anyway, let's get into it. Napoleon. Charlemagne. Let's go. Whoop. Okay, so we've got Lloyd as Charlemagne. That is definitely Lloyd. And pretty solid. I'm going to call it a cosplay. That's pretty much what these guys do at this point is cosplay. Their outfit department is insane. I remember the first ones of these when they were just starting out. Their costume department is something else. It's amazing. Oh. Okay, so we got Peter as... Sorry, my phone just went off. Okay, interesting. Oh. That's why. Okay. Sorry about that. I was getting a ping from my bank telling me I had a denied charge. It's on a card I canceled 8 months ago. It's no wonder. The things that give you small heart attacks throughout the day. But anyway, back to the battle. Sorry, just had a small heart attack there, and I figured I'd give you guys a laugh with that. But the first battle they did, it was Napoleon Bonaparte versus Napoleon Dynamite. And I remember they had Lloyd playing Napoleon Bonaparte. So now they have Peter playing Napoleon Bonaparte. I don't know why I keep enunciating Bonaparte, and now it's losing meaning. Whatever. Interesting how they've switched from Lloyd to Peter playing the same character in two different battles. Let's see how they do, I guess. I was expecting it to be... I don't know what I was expecting when it was Lloyd. I thought it was going to be Lloyd on Lloyd for a minute.
Who's the conquering king par excellence, who fathered his own renaissance and gave birth to fun? It is I!
Ooh, okay. Good line there. So, who's the Europe conquering king par excellence? I'm not sure if king par excellence means anything or not, but who fathered his own renaissance and gave birth to fonts. There is, in fact, a font called Charlemagne. I'm not sure what programs it's on, but I know for a fact I have seen a font type called Charlemagne. So that's a good line right there. If there's anything to king par excellence, I'll give it to him. I don't know. And I think Charlemagne was in the Renaissance period, so that all lines up. If he's not, I don't know history that well. I think he was in the Renaissance period, though.
Charles the Great, son of Pepin the Short Torture.
Whoa, wait. What was that?
Who fathered his own renaissance and gave birth to fun? It is I, Charles the Great, son of Pepin the Short Torture. It is over.
It is I, Charles the Great, son of Pepin the Short Torturing? Oh, short torturing because Napoleon was short. Okay. I'm not sure. Was Charlemagne's dad one who fought against Napoleon? Is that what he's saying there? If they did, I didn't know that if he did. Interesting.
His own renaissance and gave birth to fun. It is I, Charles the Great, son of Pepin the Short Torture. It is overblown war, horny backwards forcing Corsican. The Pope's died.
Whoa, that was a lot of big words. Okay. What was it? Bicorn sporting Corsican. Bicorn. That's a lot of words I don't know. If anybody's into old history and can explain that to me, please do, because I am not Googling all of that. We're going to be here for 3 hours if I have to Google everything I don't understand. This is finally a battle I don't know that much about because I'm not a huge history buff. That's... What on earth?
This overblown war, horny backwards forcing Corsican. The Pope died, saved the Holy Roman Empire, established it. It lasted 1,000 years until you branched up and savaged it. Egypt, Haiti, Spain, your campaigns are too elaborate. Your bubble of an empire popped like an aberhit.
Okay, now we're getting into some bars I know. Nice, I love it. So I don't know about the Pope's eyes. I don't know why he saved the Pope's eyes. That's one I'm not familiar with. But that's why I know his name, because yes, he did start the Holy Roman Empire. And I believe that is what led to the Renaissance. So he is like the founder of the Renaissance period, basically. So that is, I was right earlier. I thought that Charlemagne was a name from the Renaissance, and I was right. And he's right. It did last 1,000 years. It was one of the longest empires in history. I mean, obviously, if you've ever heard of the Roman Empire and, ancient Roman history, it's one of the biggest subjects out there just because of how long it lasted. Truly a immense kingdom. And Egypt, Haiti, and Spain are all, I believe, places that they had conquered. And yeah, your campaigns are too elaborate. Because, Napoleon did go on some rather elaborate war campaigns. And Charlemagne more kept it, I think, localized. That's why the Roman Empire was a little bit more condensed for the most part. Whereas Napoleon really ventured out further. Bubble of an empire popped like an ABBA hit. ABBA was an 80s, were they 70s or 80s? Either way, they were an old, kind of like pop band. They were an interesting band, just in general. I Googled this earlier because I wanted to make sure when I saw Charlemagne, I knew the name sounded familiar, and the first thing that came to my mind was the font name, and I was verifying to make sure I heard it right. What was it? ABBA. ABBA. There's got to be a popped reference or something. Yeah, that's what they are. They're Swedish. That's it. Popped like an ABBA hit. There's got to be one that has to do with popping. Gimme, money, 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 dance. I don't know what that popped reference is. If you've never heard any ABBA, though, highly recommend it.
I strike the fear of God in every land I take, leaving pagans quaking, making them do the Charlem shake. Bloody murder.
No, not the Charlem shake. Okay, let's wind it back again. What was the line? I strike the fear of God in every land I take. Of course, Holy Roman Empire, all about spreading the word of Christianity and stuff. So yeah, putting the fear of God into all the people they conquer and leaving pagans quaking or quaking. Is that a reference to the Quakers? I don't think were they around back then? Or is that just a coincidence? I don't know if they were around back then. I know there is a version of religion called the Quakers. I don't know if that has anything to do with this. But of course, pagan are people who are not religious. So that's, especially if you're going to scare the fear of God into somebody and somebody else is a pagan, they are going to be very fearful of that in many different ways. That's a pretty good one.
Pagans quaking, making them do the Charlem shake.
And then, of course, the Charlem shake. His name is Charlemagne. But if you take the C off of Charlemagne, and the first part of Charlemagne without the C is Harlem, as in the Harlem shake. What was that? Circa 2012? Do the Harlem shake. It's been so long, I can't remember it now, but it was just a goofy, it was a flash in the pan trend, a lot like Gundam style from Psy. Just old, out-of-date YouTube references there.
I strike the fear of God in every land I take, leaving pagans quaking, making them do the Charlemagne shake. The bloody verdict of this battle has already been decided, like the love between you and Josephine is one-sided. Oh, Charlemagne.
Ooh, 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 okay. So he's basically saying, I already won this battle. And not only that, but the love between you and the person you love doesn't love you back, basically, is the long and the short of that. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt a lot. Yowee. Charlemagne taking no prisoners in round one. Let's see what Napoleon's got.
Ukraine's Carolingian charlatan. I'm the genuine article military artisan. You're a clanky
Ooh, 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 ooh. I love that. I'm the genuine article.
military.
Let me go. I want to make sure I get all this right. You cringe Carolingian charlatan. Of course, charlatan sounds like Charlemagne. It's got that kind of verbiage to it, but also all the alliteration here.
I'm the genuine article military.
I'm the genuine article military artisan. That's a lot of very good words back to back that all are like very flowy. I love how he laid that down.
You're a clanky old suit of armor. A bombard, the janky monarch of the Franks and the Lombards. Your joyous sword tore hordes asunder, but was a bit more outgone. Now the deals have 4 numbers. That is canister shot, and you receive.
Wait. Oh, now that years have 4 numbers. It took me a minute. Okay, let's ride this back. There's too much going on. So he said, you're a clanky old suit of armor, calling him old-fashioned and out of date.
Old suit of armor.
I'll bombard the janky monarch. Of course, janky just means goofy. So basically, he's just going to assault the goofy monarch, calling Charlemagne just a goofy dude. And then just, the Franks and the people that he was ruling over. I forgot Napoleon was French until I heard the accent. Your joyous sword tore hordes asunder, which it did. But war's a bit more hard. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because he's got, like, cannons and stuff now. So he's like, yeah, you used a sword. We use so much more than that now. We're that much more advanced than you. That's actually a pretty good diss because he's from the future in terms of Charlemagne's time. It's not an E. I've heard Knox Hill say many times, and I agree with him fully. It's not ERB if there's not a dick joke. And right there, we just got a great balls line. That's a canister shot, and you'll receive those balls. Of course, talking about cannonballs and like the shot of a cannonball. I'm not sure exactly what a 12-pounder Grieve balls are, but it sounds like, 12 pound is obviously 12 pounds. And Grieve balls, I'm not sure what is, but it sounds like basically balls at the end, so that's why it's funny. I have no idea what Grieve balls is. Somebody have to explain that, but I'm going way too deep here on a penis joke, but I thought it was funny, so I'm a guy. We're all 8-year-old kids at heart who laugh at all the stupid jokes, so whatever. I'm loving the wordplay. Get my coup on, but it's spelled coup, C-O-U-P, because that's how you spell it, but coupon. It looks... I love wordplay like that. Le Petit Corporal. So he's basically rocking his shortness, which is weird for Napoleon. Usually people use short against him, but he's taken the Eminem 8 Mile strategy here of being like, look, I don't care if I'm a small guy, but I'm here to get my groove on. And even if I lose, I'll come back and get my coup on. But it reads like coupon for like a discount. That's amazing.
Subdue you brutally like a royalist in Toulon. I'm the smoothest French thing in Grey seems poop on. Oh.
Okay, round 1 goes to Napoleon. That word, the word play and the flow, that is absolutely a masterclass in ERB. Oh my god. I'll subdue you brutally, like a royalist in Toulon. I'm assuming that that was somebody who did Charlemagne wrong. Again, I'm not a huge history buff, but what was it? I'm the smoothest French thing in gray since Poupon.
The smoothest French thing in gray seems poupon.
So if you're not familiar, I'm familiar with this from back in the old days of like old vintage commercials. They were before I was born, but I've seen the like on YouTube and stuff. There is a brand of very, very fancy mustard called Grey Poupon. And it is a French mustard that is, like I said, their ads were two people in a Rolls Royce, one pulling up to the other and looking over in a very fancy thing and saying, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" And that's how fancy it is when you have two people in Rolls Royces advertising your mustard. That is some fancy, fancy mustard. So he's the fanciest French thing in gray since Poupon. I love that line so much. That makes me happy. It's kind of a throwaway line to some people, I think, but I greatly enjoy the simple like wordplay stuff. That's just fun.
You're brutally like a royalist in Toulon. I'm the smoothest French thing in gray seems poupon. Oh, that's flow. You can't quite rock it. That must be why you keep your hand like that. No pocket. You are nothing.
Yeah, their outfits didn't have pockets, and every picture of Napoleon has his hand like stuffed in his jacket for some reason. If there's a reason why, let me know. I don't know if there was a reasoning for that. Like I know there was one. Who was it? I forget who it was. He always had his hand like hidden because he was very insecure of it. But I don't think it was Napoleon. That was somebody else. I can't remember who it was. I want to think of somebody somewhat modern in the last 100 years or so. Was it Stalin maybe or Lenin? I want to think it was Stalin or Lenin who always had his hand tucked away because he was insecure about it. But either way, that's a great way. Yeah, again, stupid throwaway line, but very funny because it's like every picture you see of him. Yeah.
That's flow. You can't quite rock it.
Although I am taking a point off because, oh, that flow, you can't quite rock it. Dude, were you listening to that verse? He rocked the flow like crazy. That was awesome.
That must be why you keep your hand like that. No pocket. You are nothing.
Oh, no pocket. They call when you get into a rhythm and a flow in rapping, they call that finding a pocket. When you like find this area and stick with it with the same da 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 or whatever. When it's the same pattern over and over for a while, they call that a pocket. How did I miss that? Oh, God, it's been a while. I'm rusty.
You can't quite rock it. That must be why you keep your hand like that. No pocket. You are nothing but a whiny little egotistic swine. You got sunk by a Brit with a bullet in his spine. You're
Really? You're nothing but a whiny little egotistic swine. So basically just calling him a pig. You got sunk by a Brit with a bullet in his spine. Who killed Napoleon? It says he died from stomach cancer. Excuse me. So what's he talking about there? I have no idea.
Fine, your Russian debacle was even worse. You got beat by lice. You should have been listed in elementary school nurse. People still place my name next to God. Charlemagne. Now pretend I'm...
Okay, this has gone very weird. He's not even rhyming almost. Egotistic swine with a bullet in his spine, and your Russian debacle...
Debacle was even worse. You got beat by lice. You should have been listed in elementary school nurse.
You should have enlisted in an elementary school nurse, but people still place my name...
next to
God Charlemagne. Still place my name next to God Charlemagne. God, he was ragging on Napoleon for not having a pocket? Or for like, this is the most... This is throwing me off, honestly. What the heck's happening? This is such a weird verse.
Pretend to Moscow and retreat from these flames.
What flames? That was the weirdest verse. I need to listen to that whole thing in one shot and see if it makes more sense or if... Like, am I tripping?
Oh, that's flow. You can't quite rock it. That must be why you keep your hand like that. No pocket. You are nothing
Good.
but a whiny little egotistic swine. You got sunk by a Brit with a bullet in his
Good.
eye. And your Russian debacle was even worse. You got beat by lice. You should have been listed in elementary school nurse. People still place my name next to God. Charlemagne. Now pretend to Moscow and retreat from these flames.
Okay, so it was just the one, like, bar there that just didn't rhyme. That threw me off. I don't like that verse very much. That was weird. The first part of it was good, the no pocket thing. And nothing but a whiny little egotistic swine. That's fine, I guess. That's okay. But your Russian debacle, you got beat by lice. You should have enlisted an elementary school nurse. Okay, I get the diss, but like it doesn't rhyme. It didn't fit that flow at all. So strange. All right, Napoleon, keep killing him, please. Like, this is so one-sided, it's not funny. I agreed. Yes, that was horrible. I'm with you on this one, Napoleon. Good diss. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Nothing to really break down. But yeah, rap's so bad, he wanted to end it. And honestly, I'm glad it's over too. Okay, that's good. I like it wasn't that good of a bar, but I love that. You know, I love that. I love the build up. I will flank you with ease. Your losses will be costly. Like the Swiss Alps with your pregnant wife. You shouldn't cross me. That's just a good double. Like, yeah, you don't cross the Alps in winter with your pregnant wife, because especially back in those days, it's not like today where you can just catch the bus. That was a seriously dangerous trek. And yeah, just like that trek where you shouldn't try to cross the mountains, you shouldn't try to cross Napoleon. That's a good bar. I like it, and it's funny. It's got a flow. This is so one-sided. This is odd for ERB. Normally they're very even, and I mean Napoleon is just absolutely annihilating him. Okay. You might be king of the Franks, but you can suck beans. And that's it. This is the most one-sided massacre. And he finished it with another balls joke. This is great. I gotta go back. When I conquer, okay, when I conquer, I don't need a pope's help, because, yeah, I don't think Napoleon was nearly as about the religion as Charlemagne was. I'll grip a diamond-dripped hilt. Is that true that Napoleon had a diamond-crusted sword? I gotta see this. Napoleon Bonaparte sword. Diamonds. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's his coronation sword. Okay. Wow. 254 carats. 6 mil. Wow. Okay. Yeah, but that is true. He did have that sword. I'll grip a diamond-dripped hilt. Basically, he's like, I'll grab my sword and I'll take your crown from you anyways. Of course, they call the latrine is a French, or I think it's French. Whatever. It's another word for the toilet, basically. And of course, we also call the toilet the throne. So love that double. You might be king of the Franks. Oh, beans and Franks. Beans and weenies. Okay, well, no contest, I guess. Charlemagne is a complete whiff on me there. Unless I'm missing something major here. That was absolutely one-sided in favor of Napoleon there. That was just complete and utter domination on every front. But it's good to be back. That was a good battle, if nothing else. It was fun watching Napoleon absolutely tear Charlemagne a new one. So I did not expect that to go that way, but good battle. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm going to try to put one of these out a week, hopefully. I'm going to try to start doing them. I'm thinking about taking, like, Wednesday nights, I think, off for just getting caught up on life stuff and doing recordings like this. So watch for me again next Wednesday, where I'll be going back to just wherever we left off on the playlist. Like I said, follow me on Twitch, on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, soujisakatattv. I now have a BlueSky since last time you saw me, which is BlueSky. I think it's still just Soji Sakata on there as well. What Google or punch up Soji Sakata on BlueSky, you'll find me. So, and then of course, like I said, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. My name's Soji, and I'm out. I'll catch you on the next one. And yeah, go Napoleon. Absolutely killed it. Later.